recording here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How do I sound, baby?
Wow.
Okay, I should have done the test, the levels before.
Oh, we're live?
We're live, yeah, we're live. What's up?
Nothing, man.
Welcome to Blunder podcast.
Wait, turn these headphones down.
Is it too loud?
Yeah.
Okay, how's that? Better?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Just get the sound of my voice out of my head.
Dude, but we want to hear your voice. I want to hear your voice.
Do you ever think about how much of each other's voice we've heard at this point?
Yeah, probably a little.
This is the 71st episode.
Yeah,
I've listened to 71 hours of your voice.
Yeah, and vice versa.
That's crazy.
I guess it'd be 71 divided by 2, 30 hours.
35 hours. Yeah, there's that's enough to drive a person mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot about yourself? Anything insightful about who you are as a person?
Nothing good. Mostly
Nothing
shortcomings. Mostly weaknesses.
Right.
That I'm probably too old to work on, you know? Like I'm 31, you're 32. We're
out there.
You
Our
know?
brains have stopped developing, as they say.
Yeah, I can't learn new vocabulary words.
Mm.
I can't retain anything.
Have you tried? Is this a thing you've tried?
Yeah, there was a word yesterday that I drilled. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, and there was a word I heard today.
That's funny. That's good.
I repeated it to myself 5 times after I heard it.
Yeah.
I looked it up, Googled it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It started with a V.
Okay.
I can't remember.
You can't remember. What's the verisimilitude? That's a word you brought up, and I liked.
Oh, I was trying to think of that word as well. I couldn't remember that word, verisimilitude. Wow, you're older than me, but less. Your brain's less calcified.
I guess. I mean, I'm hoping one day it will be, so I don't have to. I think I can stop thinking about anything at all.
Verisimilitude.
You know? Verisimilitude. I've also learned the word éclaircissement, which I like a lot.
Oh, that's French.
It's French. That's the winning spelling bee word. Éclaircissement.
Oh, really?
Some kid.
Wow, we were just talking about Indians.
I know. Well, he was an Indian kid. Of course he was.
Yeah, they're good at spelling.
They're good at spelling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's do you know what éclaircissement means? It's a great word.
What?
It means like clarity.
Oh.
To have a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
But instead of it, I think it means more in French. Like it has like European words have like more of a feeling to them. It's like that. There's more of a feeling to it. But I don't really know what it is because I'm not French, you know?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's like like having an epiphany, but through clarity.
Like post-nut clarity.
Yeah. You have
what's the word that you said?
Éclaircissement.
Oh, yeah. Post-nut éclaircissement. That's probably more apt to what the feeling actually is.
And, dude, I'm excited to whip it out in a conversation.
Yeah. You know the stereotype that, like, Indian people smell?
Okay.
Which I don't believe. I don't believe in that stereotype. But what if that was a misunderstanding? What if the stereotype was supposed to be Indian people spell?
Oh.
Maybe they'd be spelling.
You know, they can be both.
You know?
They be smelling. Anyway, welcome to Blunder Bros Podcast. This is a podcast about crash outs, blunders, mistakes. It is June 17th, 2025. My name's Arkai. I'm joined with my co-host,
Vic Van Tran.
Vic Van
4 weeks away from World War III.
Okay, hell yeah.
Iran and Israel are trading ballistic missiles.
Oh, true.
Drone strikes.
Now that Brad Lander got arrested by ICE, I'm like, dude, they're going after white people. We're cooked. It's done. We're done. We're done for.
Yeah. Oh, and the ICE agent was a big ass Asian guy.
Yeah.
Man,
dude, the tables have turned in a bad way.
White people are being detained by immigration police, and Asian people are huge now.
Right?
Asian people are jacked.
This is a recession indicator. World War III's coming. We're done.
Yeah, World War III indicator is that Asian guys are jacked and huge. Yeah,
that's gonna be us one day.
Man,
hopefully.
Chinese people love government. Any government,
right?
You know,
that's sort of our history. It's sort of why we're here. That's why our parents immigrated. In a way, at least my parents.
Yeah, maybe your parents, not my parents.
Oh, you're right.
My parents,
you're right.
They're here because, I guess my dad's government hated him.
Okay.
Yeah.
They told him, get the fuck out of here. They wanted a better. How did your government hate your parents?
Well, I guess the North won the Vietnam War, and they were in bed with the Viet Cong, and Viet Cong tortured my dad.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You had that joke about it.
Yeah,
the classic torture.
I told that joke to my aunt.
Yeah,
and then it was really funny.
Yeah.
So I think I should try it on stage again.
The one with the finger thing?
Yeah, the Viet Cong, when my dad was young, they tortured my dad. They pulled his finger back to interrogate him.
Right.
And, like, that doesn't really sound like torture.
Right.
That's just, like, bullying.
Bullying, yeah.
It's like harassment. Like, I went to middle school in the United States. Like, middle school sounds scarier than Vietnamese concentration camp.
Oh, for sure.
You know? It's
like, people were getting knocked out in middle school. Like, teeth were being, like, punched out of their faces.
Yeah, and they were, like, twisting nipples.
Oh, that was big.
That's worse.
Oh, yeah. I used to get hit by those, like, rubber bands. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they do, like, on your arm. And I got one so bad. Someone brought, like, industrial-grade rubber bands.
Wow.
And then, they quickly got banned after that. But, like, I got snapped. And it, like...
Industrial-grade uranium-enriched rubber bands.
Rubber bands, yeah. No, it welted up.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Do you remember Indian burns?
Yeah. Native American burns.
Native American burns, yeah.
The smelly ones, or... the ones I can spell, or...
Oh, man.
Yeah, I used to like getting those, though.
The Indian burns?
Kind of felt good.
Yeah?
A little bit of a masochist. Sadist? I was a little bit of a sadist. No, masochist. The ones that liked pain.
What are sadists?
Sadists are the ones that like seeing pain, like inflicting pain. They like seeing people in pain. That's a sadist.
I wonder if you're ever like both.
I think you can be both. Why not?
Yeah.
You can probably do a little bit of both. I think that's what the BDSM community is all about. Switching dom, sub.
Yeah, if you're a sadist and a masochist, you would have to find somebody who didn't want to hurt you. And then watching them hurt you would fulfill both of those like sides of you. Like you'd be a sadist because you're enjoying them being hurting you.
Right.
And then you're also a masochist for enjoying the pain.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I could get into any of that, at least on a sexual level.
Yeah.
Personally.
Well, you would if you lived in Bushwick.
Yeah, you're right. We don't live there, thank God.
Yeah. What's that app where it's like...
Field?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a kink app.
Yeah, before I was dating... That used to be just a hookup app back in my day. 8 years ago, 7 years ago, it used to just be like, I want to go in there to
field.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I never hooked up with anybody from Field, because I think this is the thing with like progressive sex stuff. Only the freaks start doing it first, and usually the freaks are not that hot.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of rough.
That's why they become like freaks, right? Is because they're sort of like shunned from society for not being attractive.
It's a nature versus nurture
thing.
Like,
yeah, so like it cross wires their sexual drive. You know.
Yeah. That's why people become gay.
Instead of just enjoying good-natured, God-willing missionary sex, they have to like
get crazier.
They have to dress up like Sonic the Hedgehog,
right?
And then get pegged by Lewis Lane.
This sounds actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Say more. Say more. I'm glad this is being recorded.
You're getting pegged. The rings come out of you.
Whoa. That'd be funny. I would like to see that in a porn parody. Like Sonic's getting pegged.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure we could type it into ChatGPT right now.
Whoa.
And it would
another World War III indicator. ChatGPT. AI's coming in, hot. They're using AI for those drones, aren't they, in Ukraine or some shit?
Probably. I don't know.
Some bullshit, dude. You know what? Did you see the drone warfare in the Ukraine? It's crazy.
Oh, Operation like Spiderweb or whatever it was called?
Yeah, but you know how those drones work?
No.
They're not wireless. They're like, they use wires, fiber optic wire to control them, and they're like miles long. It's insane.
What?
Yeah, they're like mile long wire, because that's how they get over like surveillance, because if it's wired, there's no like RF signals.
Oh.
So that's how they flew them. They like fly them like very secretly throughout Russia.
So you just see like a long fucking aux cord through the sky.
Pass the aux.
Pass the aux. Yeah.
Wait, no, not that one. Oh god. But apparently the Russians started developing it, and then the Ukraine they stopped developing, and the Ukrainians like took it and like stole it from the Russians. It's crazy.
Oh,
crazy shit.
Wait, is that why it's called spider webs? Because like the cord looks like a spider web?
Probably something like that. Some bullshit like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Interesting.
World War III is coming. We're pretty screwed. Do you think Iran's gonna Iran? Sorry, I want to be politically correct here. Do you think Iran? You roll the R, right? Iran. You think you're gonna drop some nukes? You think what are the chances of that?
I don't know. I mean, do they even have them? Like the last 25 years, we've been saying like, oh, they're gonna get them tomorrow.
I don't know.
They haven't been coming.
I think if they had them, it would be insane if they used them. it would probably cause a nuclear war.
Well, I think that's the problem is that they are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, I think I saw some commentary of like people being like they haven't used them because they don't have them. Because if they had them, they would have used them, or something.
Dude, I don't know. I can't solve. I'm not doing nuclear deterrence.
Yeah, I guess we're not geopolitical scientists on here. But yeah, I think
I really opened a can of worms whenever I said
I have a lot of thoughts about it.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't know enough about it. I don't think anybody really knows enough about it. But everybody has an opinion.
Yeah. Not me. All I know
it all.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just pro-Trump, and I want him to build that resort in Gaza. That's why I'm pro-Trump.
Yeah, you love to travel.
I love travel. I love the beach. Beach guy.
Waiting for a good deal. A good Gaza Groupon.
But here's one more fun thing about the Iran nuclear situation.
Oh, what's up?
You know how Israel has an Iron Dome?
Yeah.
If they wanted to launch a nuclear weapon, Iran, they can't do it over the air. They'd have to drive it via truck.
And blow it up in Israel?
Yeah. Is that crazy? Because they have such a good Iron Dome. It's kind of crazy.
But isn't the Iron Dome, isn't it just like missiles shooting down missiles?
Yeah, I guess if the explosion's big enough, it wouldn't matter.
Right. I read this book years ago. It was like this fiction book about a nuclear bomb exploding in the air and then just fried all like electronics.
Whoa.
And so it sent the United States like back to the Stone Age because we had like no computers, electricity, or anything.
That's sort of the backstory of Dune and why like they had weird technology because they had a big war with AI.
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
And then they banned computers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like now all of their tools are like mechanical.
Right.
Yeah.
And spice. Which basically drugs.
Melange. Yeah.
Melange.
I read Dune.
You know Dune.
I read Dune.
This guy reads, guys.
Yeah, I do read.
He's a book smart dude. Anyway.
I just started reading. I read East of Eden.
Oh yeah, you finished it?
Yeah.
It was good.
It was very good.
Was it depressing? It's about the Great Depression, right?
No, that's
Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah.
Fuck.
East of Eden is like an allegory for Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Cain and Abel.
Of the pioneers.
Yeah.
Interesting. You recommend it?
Yeah, it's long though. It's like over 600 pages.
You don't seem very hyped about it. You're just like, yeah, it's okay. It's good.
I rushed to finish it, and so I didn't like the last like.
Why'd you rush to finish it?
Because I wanted to read something else. I mean, it's a long book, so I've been reading it for like a few weeks.
Right.
Just like got tired of it.
And
then they started speaking Hebrew.
Oh well, it's one of those books.
Yeah.
It's just like the Bible.
There's only one word. I was like, that's enough of this. Timshel.
You're like, no thanks.
Timshel.
Probably Yiddish. Is it Hebrew? Yiddish? Kimshel?
Timshel.
I don't know that word. It doesn't matter. That's funny that you. It started hitting Hebrew, and you're
Can
like,
I tell
I'm
you
done.
the end? Can I tell you the end?
You can spoil it. I'm not going to read it.
Okay, yeah. Well, like the main character, he has a stroke because he receives like bad news about his family.
Yeah.
So he's laying in bed. This is an American guy, born in America through and through, right?
Yeah.
And then so his other son, who fucked up, is asking him for forgiveness, like right after his stroke.
Sure.
So he opens his eyes, and then his last bit of dialogue in the book, he goes, Timshel.
That's it? That's all he says?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The John Steinbeck, he translated that word to mean thou mayest. Thou mayest.
The mayest?
Thou mayest.
Did it provide any semblance or feeling of éclaircissement?
I was mostly confused at the end.
I think you're just too dumb for the book.
Yeah. But the whole theme of the book is like, man has the ability to choose. Like we have like choice and agency, which is like unique to humankind.
Is this the book where like there's a famous quote? It's like, when does a boy become a man? And it's like when a man is required or something like that. That's like from East of Eden.
Maybe I skipped that.
Did you even read this book? What the fuck? I mean, it's a very long book.
There's a lot of good quotes. There's a Chinese guy in it.
Oh,
he's like the best character.
Okay.
Yeah, and he pretends to be like like very fresh off the boat,
Yeah,
Chinesey.
Yeah. Oh, so he gave him an accent.
He like literally speaks in an accent, like a heavy accent. Like, oh, the dialogue in the book is literally like, oh, me so Chinese, me go get soup.
Which actually, that's probably what he said. That's probably what they're saying.
That's literally what it says.
Yeah.
But then they talk to him off to the side.
Yeah.
And then he turns out to be like really intelligent. He's like, yeah, I'm from San Francisco. And he doesn't have an accent at all. He's like, so why do you talk like this? He goes, oh, people like, it's just easier to connect with people if you are what they perceive you as. Like, if you just pretend to be their preconception of you, then there won't be any problem. It's only a problem if you are not what they originally perceive you
This
as.
is making me want to read the book. This is like some profound...
The whole book is like super rich with things like
Yeah, this is like wisdom.
And this is written by like a white guy back in like the 60s.
Yeah,
and he had like a very nuanced view on like race and stuff.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
Pretty surprising.
Yeah.
A lot of N-words in there.
There's one or two.
I'm definitely reading it now, baby. Let's go. No, that's correct. That's interesting.
Now I'm reading a new book, and I'm like, this book was written in like the 70s, like mid 70s.
Yeah.
And the first 10 pages, another N-word.
Oh, of course. Dude, I'm reading a book, On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Kind of a similar vibe of like an analysis of Americana culture in like the 50s.
You love Americana.
Love Americana. Post World War II, that whole situation. It gets a little racial.
Yeah.
First 10 pages, or first like 10 words. Chinamen.
Oh, Chinamen?
They're throwing around Chinamen. Some N-words here and there.
Chinamen? Is it that bad?
Apparently it is. That's what society tells me. So I go, okay. Whatever you want, guys. I don't care.
Chinamen agree.
Chinamen agree.
Yeah.
Or the Orient agrees with you. Oriental's bad, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to talk about your trip to Florida. I feel like you said you had some blunders
I went
potentially.
to Florida last week. My cousin graduated from medical school in Florida.
Uh-huh. Okay,
I didn't even know. I mean, I didn't really know Florida fucked with medicine like that.
What?
You got medical school in Florida?
Yeah.
I didn't know they believed in medicine. I thought they just stared into the sun. Remember that's how they cured COVID? They were just the sun will kill it.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't be that. It can't be that. It's a medical school. You know what I mean? Medical school. You probably just hang out all day.
In med school in Florida?
Yeah.
Chill
Bert
at the beach.
Kreischer.
Yeah.
He went to University of Florida or something?
I guess, but
Van Wilder.
That school.
But so your cousin graduated MD.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you guys like party?
Well, yeah. You know, we went down there. My girlfriend met the family, party down there.
Nice.
I guess it's been a week now, or over a week. So I'm trying to think if there were
anything cool,
any big blunders.
I have a small blunder, not so interesting. So I'm excited to hear this Florida stuff first.
She took us. My cousin took us out to this club, and then like my mom came.
Yeah.
My mom and my aunt came, and then that was really fun. But like,
do you drink with your parents?
I don't drink with them, but I'll drink around them.
And they're drinking, you're drinking.
Yeah, my parents don't really drink that much though. It's like very, very much like social drinkers, and really just on rare occasions.
They don't really get drunk.
No,
not like their son Vic Tran.
No,
they're not a menace
they don't
to
drink
society.
At home. My mom definitely doesn't drink.
Right.
But my dad, when I was younger, he would go out and drink.
He's a cigarette guy.
Yeah, when I was younger, my dad, he would just like disappear.
Okay.
And then like Vietnamese people, they love to like just hang out and chain smoke in garages.
Yeah. Right.
And drink like Bud Light. They love Bud Light. They love Heineken.
All the lagers. The watered down beer.
I guess so. Yeah. And then
see, my dad would disappear too, but he would go gamble. So
my dad would do that too.
Nice. I wonder if my dad I wonder if he had any friends you'd gamble with. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'm assuming your dad went with friends, right?
Gambling?
Yeah. Or your dad went alone?
Well, sometimes he would just go. There was like a gas station with a slot machine inside the gas station, so he used to just go there
and play slots,
like play all night.
Dude, your dad's such a character.
And then like
fascinating guy.
And he would met like Clyde Drexler's mom.
What?
There
Who's Clyde Drexler?
He's like a famous basketball player.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I'm friends with Clyde Drexler's mom. And nobody believed him.
Yeah,
but then one time my sister and him were just like out like grocery shopping or something.
Bumped into her, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was like just talking to this random woman. And then my sister was like, who was that?
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, oh, that's my friend Clyde Drexler's mom.
That's Miss Drexler.
Yeah, I think that's who it was.
That's really funny and random.
Yeah, life is crazy like that.
Who would she play slots?
I guess so.
All that money.
Did she? Wait.
Dude, my dad got my grandma like really addicted to slots.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about slots that just like it's very alluring to Asians.
I think it's like the flashing lights, like the gamified of it all.
Right.
You just kind of just sit there and hit it. It's very like mind numbing.
Yeah, it's mind numbing. It's
Right.
like Candy Crush.
Yeah, like my
Cops would love slot machines.
My dad was pro bringing my grandma to play slots because it
Yeah.
gave her something to do.
Yeah, while he goes and
Yeah,
plays the big boy games.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very
loses more money from us.
Yeah, that's
The
just
fam.
gambling culture. You bring
Right.
the elders with you. You sit them down at the slots, and then
You
go-
have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it got bad because when she didn't get to play slots, she would throw like a fit a little bit. Like, well, why aren't we going? Like, you can drop me off and then pick me up. Like, she would like start getting a little ornery about it.
Oh no!
I know it was a little
She got a
weird.
little
And then she got a stroke at the casino.
What?
Kind of crazy. Yeah.
She had a stroke at the casino?
Had a stroke at the casino. Yeah, and she fainted or something. My dad was like, "Oh fuck," and I think my dad was like, "All right, no more slots. Too many sweats.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know if she got it because of the slots. I think she just is old.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like just being around all that secondhand smoke too probably isn't good.
Yeah,
Right?
casinos are stinky.
Stinky, also depressing as hell. The casinos they are going to are pretty depressing. Not the nice ones, I'll tell you that much. Not the Venetian.
Yeah. They would go to Vegas.
They live in Vegas.
They live in Vegas?
My dad lives in Las. Yeah, you know this, don't you?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He lives in Las Vegas.
Wow. What a scumbag.
71 episodes in, Vegas just finding out. Yeah.
What a dirtbag.
I don't know if he still gambles though. He doesn't seem like he does.
Why does he live in Vegas?
Cheap. Like it was. He bought a house right after the recession, so the houses there were super cheap, and he wanted to live somewhere warm, and he got all of his family there. Like all of my
Nebraska's
aunts and uncles.
not warm?
No, it gets really cold.
Oh, yeah.
Like
All
negative,
right.
like negative 40.
Vegas is the desert. Why Vegas? I feel like
Cheap.
he wanted to gamble.
Maybe.
Like-
my mom thinks he still gambles.
He does.
But like
He lives in Vegas, dude.
I know him. I knew him when he gambled, and I know him now, and he doesn't seem like a gambler. Now, like his personalities are different. Like when he was gambling a lot, he'd be like stressed about it, and he'd be like, clearly he'd always be like thinking about it. But now he seems a little more present. He's a little more like, hey, what's up?
I think he's
Yeah.
just a more experienced gambler.
Gambler?
now. I think he's just grown as a gambler.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he was stressed before because he had fucking kids, and now he doesn't have to worry about them anymore.
Maybe. But he also
Now he's got
like
a new young hot wife.
I know. She's actually not that hot, but
No, you say that a lot.
I know.
You say that a lot.
I wish she was. It'd be fun to talk about and think about. I think he also has more money now.
Okay.
Like he will send me like for my birthday gift. He'll send
His
me
winnings.
money. You think it's his winnings?
He's just a better gambler now.
You think so?
I think,
You
yeah,
think he's still
that's the
gambling?
theory that I'm going to go with.
Fuck, now
He's
in my head.
chiller now. He's more chill about gambling now,
Sure.
and he mysteriously has more money.
Yeah.
So he's sending you his earnings, his winnings.
Now I'm like fully convinced that he still gambles. And I'm like, fuck.
Wow.
Damn it.
Sorry to break your naivety. Yeah. Your dad that has a
naivete.
house in Las Vegas still
Yeah,
gambles. Plenty of other warm places in the United States. He chose Las fucking
It was
Vegas.
so cheap to live there. Great Chinatown, Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Whole family was there.
And they all work at the casinos.
Well, hey, it's his life, you know. And hey, it doesn't affect me. He's never asked me for money. Asked my mom for a lot of money, but never asked me for money. So I'm good
How do you think that affected you?
that he asked my mom for money.
No, just the general person that your dad is.
Oh, not great.
Yeah.
Always gone.
Yeah.
I
That
would,
was one of the themes of East of Eden.
Really?
It's like, sons inherit the sins of their fathers.
Fuck.
But then the thou mayest, like the choice thing comes into play.
Thou mayest.
And then it's like we inherit the sins of our parents, but we still have the choice to we still have the ability to choose what to do with that.
You know what I'm realizing? Fucking Mewtwo said the exact same thing in the Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
I can't believe John Steinbeck stole from Pokemon. You know the quote I'm talking
What
about,
did
right?
Mewtwo get from Mew that was so like debilitating?
Oh my God. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Mewtwo, all right? He was born out in a lab. You know the plot of the movie?
Like COVID.
Born in a lab. He's COVID, basically. He's from Asia. And then he's so fucking pissed that he's like born in a lab. He didn't want this life. Life sucks, right? Yeah. And then he realizes he's born from Mew. He's like, oh, that is... I got to kill that guy.
Oh, IVF.
Yes, exactly. He's like, I got to kill Mew.
Mewtwo is an IVF Pokemon.
I think he is, technically. Human sperm. That's why he looks like that.
Yeah,
He's got those thick thighs. Got a really hot woman to donate the egg. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so he like has the tournament where he fights clone Pokemon versus regular Pokemon, and he's seeing all this like suffering with all the Pokemon, right? And then he at the end he's like, "Wait, guys, stop fighting. It's not about how you're born. It's about or the circumstances that you're given. It's what you choose to do with your life is what matters."
Yeah,
that's the quote. So yeah, it's East of Pokemon the movie is East of Eden basically.
Yeah, well, East of Eden is the Bible. So Pokemon is the Bible.
It's the Bible, yeah.
It's all the oldest story of all time.
Dude, I've met a lot of weebs who would actually think that Pokemon is the Bible, so it makes sense to me.
Yeah. Who would be Jesus? Pikachu?
Probably Brock.
Why Brock?
He's so horny.
Because he'd marry a whore?
Who'd he marry? Oh, because...
No, I don't know.
That's what,
just because that's what he would do.
Right. Real horny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who.
Pokemon
I guess
as a Bible allegory. I know more about Pokemon than I do the Bible. That's the problem.
That's why you're so.
If I knew more about the Bible, I could complete this like comparison.
Yeah,
but I don't know enough about.
There's
the scripture.
All right, how about this? David and Goliath. He throws a stone like a Pokeball. There we go. Now we're cooking.
Wow.
This riff is going great. I'm loving it. I'm loving this riff.
Sorry, not a good riffer.
That's okay. We're just having fun. Anyway, anything else fun happened in Florida?
My girlfriend pushed a guy at the club. That's where I was getting at.
This is why we
the
pod.
Club store, yeah.
This is why we pod,
Forgot where I was going. I got distracted by
East of Eden. Pokemon.
or your degenerate gambling father. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, she pushed a guy because he kept like trying to get into like our circle. I think he was trying to like hit on my cousin or my sister or something.
Damn.
And he was like very persistent.
Not your girlfriend.
And then so my girlfriend just straight up like pushed him back and it was like, get the fuck out of here.
What did he do?
Well, he was just like, oh, okay. Like
what
looked at his buddies like, look,
yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Oh my God, yeah.
And
I'm just trying to fuck.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let me try to fuck?
And then my whole family saw that. My whole family saw her push that guy.
Yeah.
Like my uncle and my aunt saw it.
Yeah.
And then I think all of us were like, nice. Yeah.
Oh, she got some points.
Yeah,
She's
my
like,
family loves violence.
Yeah.
That is our currency. That's our social currency.
That's how you solve
So when we
things.
saw that, we were like, oh, she's a keeper.
Right.
My uncle loves her.
Right.
Yeah.
Obsessed with her.
Sure.
Sorry, I don't want to get too far. Damn, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever approached a group like that. I can't like the ego of this guy to be like, I'm gonna go talk to this group at a club and just like approach and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know. Florida culture, man.
Weird.
Maybe it's like club culture, but they were very like gropey. They were very like handsy. I mean, I got felt up.
Okay, congrats, man.
And then like
Happy
even on the
Pride.
streets when we're walking to like from one place to another place, like people would just like come up and like I don't know. I don't want to say interact with us because there felt like a subtext of like confrontation. But
I feel like where were you guys in Florida?
Sarasota.
Okay, big party town. I don't know anything about Sarasota.
Well, I guess we drove out to like St. Petersburg.
Big party. I think that's a big like beach party town.
Yeah.
I feel like lots of parts of Florida are just like college but for adults. You know what I mean? It's just like we eat chain food and we like go and hang out and try to have sex.
Right.
As much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we hang out at the beach.
It's like college for people who couldn't get a GED.
Yeah, who are too stupid for college. yeah. I was gonna say club. Oh, did you ever when you were in college? Did you ever go out to like clubs like this? Like, did you ever like go and like?
No, I was never a club guy. I only went a
Wow.
few times, but it's just not for me. That's why I like comedy clubs, because it's social, but I don't have to do the fucking.
So you never like went and like grinded on a random person at a bar or anything?
Not as an adult.
Wow, that's a big thing in where I went to college. There's a bar basically on campus, and as like freshmen through, I guess everyone does it every year, but it's more of like a freshman sophomore thing.
Yeah.
And everyone would just go there at the end of the night and just like
grind.
grind until our dicks chafed and bled into our pants, and then the person you grinded on would turn around and try to make out with you, and they go, "Why are your pants
covered
red?"
in blood?
Yeah. This is from personal experience. This has actually happened to me. I have grinded hard enough where my dick bled
Wow.
because I was also hard.
Grounded all the way down to a clit.
Yeah. It was so sensitive to a nice little bean, a little pinto bean. But yeah, that's a big part of our college culture was to go out and grind.
Yeah, I don't know.
So weird.
I hated that. It's so clubbing, so overstimulating. I fucking hate it. I never liked it.
Yeah,
I knew from an early age, like, I do not like this.
It is pretty fun to go out and just make out with a random person. That feels exciting because you're just like, oh, I'm never. This is so random. You know, it feels very like movie-esque.
No.
I love it. Give me some right now. I just want to fucking get
We just started making out.
Start
Turn the
grinding.
camera off.
You know what I don't get?
What?
Jamaican daggering, that dance style where they basically hump each other but very violently. Like a girl would like twerk, and then she would like land on the floor, legs spread open, and the guy would basically do like a dive into it, like pelvis first, and like slam into her pelvis.
Yeah.
And it would. So and people would stand around in a circle and watch it and cheer him on, and people would take turns, and it's called daggering. Clothes on.
Wow.
It's nuts. It's basically porn.
That is, I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, have you seen that in real life, though?
No, but I want to. My college friend.
Imagine us there.
Yeah, it's just like,
wow.
whoa, cool.
We have our hands in our pockets.
Yeah.
Just sort of like bobbing our head.
I turn to you. We should definitely talk about this on the pod.
Yeah, but you know what? If we were there, we would definitely be dragged into it because they'd want to see the Asian boys fucking jump on their ass.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And like make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah,
in a way.
yeah. I feel like I've gotten twerked on aggressively, and I felt like they were making fun of me.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been bullied by a twerk.
Oh yeah, I've been in the French Quarter during Mardi Gras. A group of black women would just.
I've been twerk bullied.
Black women love messing with little Asian men. I'll tell you that much. But I'll say it, pretty funny. I think it's hilarious. Actually,
It's funny, yeah. And I'll play along.
Crack. Me too. Me too. I've had like a large black woman in front of me, a large black woman behind me, and they both are just grinding up on me, and it's so funny.
That's solidarity.
It's very funny. I'm like, yeah.
And like our bodies just don't really fit.
Yeah,
you know, like their ass is just too big for me.
Right. You get lost, but that's beautiful.
You know,
that's poetic.
Yeah.
You should be getting lost in your sexual partner's body.
I feel like, you know, like when a toddler holds a balloon, it's like too big. You know, it's like that's what it feels like. My hand just feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel the
swallowed by
the static
that ass.
electricity, just like gravitating towards it. It's so
whoa,
heavy.
shocked me there.
Ah! I love this. Anyway, I have a fun. I want to get your thoughts on this. I have a theoretical for you that I've been thinking about.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Hit it.
If you could know with 100% certainty how attractive you are from a scale of 1 to 10. Let's say there's a button you can hit and you'll get 100% population sampling. They'll rate you in the moment, instantly, exactly how hot you are. Would you want to know?
No.
Really?
No.
You're the second person who said no.
Who was the first person?
My friend Allie, our friend Allie.
Allie Lawrence?
Everyone else has said yes.
Friend of the pod, Allie Lawrence.
Yeah, Allie Lawrence said no. That's why you guys are friends. That's why I like her.
Yeah, she's wise.
Why would you not want to know?
What good would it do for me to know? I feel like it would only hurt my confidence, which would in turn make me less attractive. It would knowing your number would knock you down a number.
But don't you feel like it could also free you? You could be free.
Free of what?
Free of you just know objectively what you are, and then you can just do whatever you want. Because then you know like the attractiveness, and you don't have to wonder like, am I too ugly? Am I too hot for this person? You don't. None of that. It doesn't matter because you already know.
You would just know that you're ugly.
Sure, and then you can that actually probably help you be more confident because you have to get over that even more. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about like freeing you. It's like it's one less thing to kind of think about. Because you'll just know.
Yeah, but what if you went in already kind of like skeptical?
Yeah.
And then your number was even lower than what you
thought. But again, it's another
Do you
moment.
think that's freeing?
I don't know.
I don't think I need that.
Wow.
But you would want that.
Yeah, but I'm wondering now if it's ego, or I think it's actually higher. I think it's actually pretty high. But I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to know.
Right.
Like where I stand in society. I think that's also why I want it. It's just like
that'd
where.
That'd be funny if it's like a part of your Fitbit.
Yeah.
You know, like tracks your sleep cycle and also tells
how
you
hot you are.
How hot you are on a scale of 1 to 10.
I bet you can probably put your face into like an AI image thing, and they'll tell you like objectively like how symmetrical, like based on like symmetry of your face and like symmetry and like how like people like in society who they think is attractive, like comparatively, like all like the data points in like a physical way, they can like tell you.
I guess theoretically you could do that, but I don't know. It's too subjective, and it's always fluctuating, like what is attractive and what's
not. But it wouldn't be subjective if it's just one image. Let's say it's not even an image, but like a 3D model of you pops up in their head, and you get to do it once a day. So you can I don't know, do it tomorrow if you like feel like you look different tomorrow or something.
Is my face trending right now?
Well, people look different every day. Yeah, that too. People's taste change.
No, I don't think it would help.
Wow.
I think not knowing would be more beneficial to
to your life,
to me,
as you are right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'd want to know. I'm just so curious where I stack up against the rest of the world.
What would you do if you got a number that wasn't what you wanted?
I don't know. I think it'd be like, all right, that's fine. It's
yeah,
cool.
but also it depends on where you are. Like you're in a stable relationship,
right?
With a great woman.
She's you're just
right there.
She's locked in.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how attractive you are.
Yeah, I guess that's. But I think even if I were single, I would want. I think when I was single, I would like to know.
You'd like even more because then you could base your decisions off of that.
Yeah, or just like know when to fucking nut up and get over it.
Oh, you know what would feel so good is if you were assigned a number, you're assigned like a 6.
Yeah.
But you're getting this. You're a 6. There's no way.
Exactly, dude. You can get over.
You're at least a 7.
You're definitely a 4.
Yeah. That happens to me with height.
Right.
People assume I'm taller than I am.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like height is a perfect example of like people already know your height. You know what I mean? You just kind of get over it. Who cares?
But if you had like an accurate measurement, you could do more with it.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think you could just lie. It's all like arbitrary.
No, I want to know.
It's not enforceable.
It's not about lie. It's not about projecting it. It's just more for you. Like I want to know for myself. I'm not gonna I don't care if people don't believe me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm literally hitting the button now and it's telling me I'm a 6 or whatever. Or 5.
This is not like some sci-fi like possibility. You could just ask like 10 people, hey, rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. They'll probably be pretty close.
I don't know. The whole world. You think someone in India thinks similarly to like my 10 friends here? No.
It's not that hard to poll people in India. Like your experiment would not be that hard to pull off.
I kind of want to do it.
We could do this with the podcast. We could on our Instagram account.
Just like rate
we
this
could
guy.
just like
100. We have like 200 followers. We'll ask 200 people. That'd be so interesting.
We'll cut up this reel. We'll sponsor it in India.
Yeah.
And then we'll ask people to comment on a scale of 1 to 10.
Should we do it? Should we do it right now?
And we gotta do it in India. And and then your DMs get flooded with
all these Indian
hello,
men.
my queen, forever and ever.
Oh man. So yeah, if you're in India, let me know from a scale of 1 to 10 how attractive I am. Not based on my personality, which I guess is part of it, as you are hearing my voice and seeing my general demeanor. But I want you to just look at my face. Take a good look.
But it's also just not your face. There's like other elements, like your height goes into play.
Which is why I say this theoretical. You would hit a button, you see a 3D model. You can
of your whole body.
Around. You can do like a T-pose. Yeah,
your whole body.
Clothes on and off.
Yeah, clothes have to be a part of it.
Yeah. Your swag? You think like your
general... how do they measure your vibe?
Yeah, I guess.
Your friend, your followers?
I guess. But this is sort of like what like Tinder is. You know what I mean? It's kind of just based on like a few pics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know how I do on Tinder. I do not want to know my number.
You don't know more.
I don't want to know my Tinder number. I know what I...
Oh man, you know why Allie said she didn't want to know?
Why Allie?
She doesn't want to be perceived. She hates being perceived. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting. It is one more layer.
Andrea Wang says that too. She says she doesn't like being perceived.
It's funny because we all like are performers. Like we are constantly being perceived. It's sort of like the thing that we do is be perceived.
Yeah.
Especially like stand up is so personal. Not personal, but like it's so like you know what I mean? You're not like doing like, at least not these people, not us, but we're not doing other people's content or work or writing.
Stand up especially.
Yeah.
Because you need that feedback. Like another art you could perform kind of without being perceived too deeply.
Exactly.
You know, like if you're a musician, you could say like, oh, well, I just like to play.
Right.
And that would be justified.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of Andrea, she got hit by a car.
Yeah, she got hit by with a. Did you see that video? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw her at a party,
So funny.
and I was like, "Hey."
Hey.
I was like, Andrea, what's the latest crisis? And then she showed me a video of her getting hit by a car.
It's a crazy video.
Yeah.
She like slams her head into the freaking car. It's nuts.
I actually got very concerned. It was scary.
It made my like palm sweaty. I'm like, oh my god. It was like so.
It make your knees weak.
Yeah.
Did you throw up your mom's
spaghetti.
Yeah.
Are you pulling up the vid?
No, I don't have it.
What are you doing?
I got a notification.
About what?
I don't know.
Breaking
this is
news?
really just like muscle memory. My phone lit up.
What the hell? We're trying to pod here, dude. All right, take a look. What's going on? What's Iran doing?
No, it's not.
Iran.
It's more like Trump, transgender stuff.
Oh my God, free
During
Brad.
Pride Month,
I
brother?
know. Come on.
Does Trump not know it's Pride Month?
I think he definitely is all about it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's locking him up.
No, that's what's important right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Trans rights.
Kind of a blunder. Those trans people not getting what they deserve.
What is it that they deserve?
Sports.
We'll leave it up in the air.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We'll leave that as fluid as your gender.
Some money from J.K.
Ambiguous.
Rowling.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the video game?
Harry Potter. Wait,
Yeah,
what
how do
video game?
Hogwarts Legacy. Is it
I haven't
bad?
played it, but I heard it was good.
Do you think it'd be bad to play it?
I kind of want to play it.
We
I heard it was good.
We have it here.
What do you have it on?
I think
PlayStation 5?
I think maybe.
Maybe I'll buy it on
We-
Steam.
I bought it used though, so the money didn't go towards her.
Oh, nice.
To be fair, my girlfriend bought it used, but it is used, a used
just gotta
Oh
make
my God, what the hell?
Oh, I got Michael Good just sent me my set from show at Union Hall last week.
Oh yeah.
Hey, should have
What?
stuck around.
Good show.
Yeah, you would have seen, some
cook-
masterful work.
Yeah, some cooking. How did the rest of the lineup do?
Everybody did really great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good lineup. I remember that lineup.
Yeah, it was an intimidating
Gilbert.
lineup.
Yeah.
I was like kind of nervous. I was like, fuck, am I going to be the only guy that bombs?
When did you go?
I had the sweet spot. I went right up in the middle.
Oh, you think that's a sweet spot?
Third up.
I don't know. I know there's like psychology behind the lineup. I don't know what. I know the first spot, the bullet spot's the worst spot.
That's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, the hardest spot. But what is middle to you? The
to
best
me,
spot.
the middle is the best spot just by process of elimination. Because to me, first spot, biting the bullet is hard.
Yeah.
But that's the hardest spot.
Right.
And then second hardest spot, I think, might be
Headlining.
the last spot.
But that's sort of the
Because they're
coveted.
kind of tired. Then.
That's the coveted spot, though.
In terms of like status, but not in terms of like
Actual practice.
momentum. Like I don't
Interesting.
think that's when the crowd is at their peak. I
Yeah.
think they peak during the middle of the show.
Right. And I will say, middle of the show is also good if you do bad because you're more forgettable. It's like, most people have recency bias, where
Recency
it's
bias,
like
yeah.
the first and the last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, the middle person, who fucking cares?
Like think about this:
You know
when
what I
you
mean?
go to like a comedy club, or you go to see like one headliner do like an hour set.
Yeah.
How long into the show? How long does the show go on before they get on stage? It's like 20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the crowd is the hottest.
You're
and
right.
like in a showcase show where there's like 5 or 6 comics all doing 10 minutes.
Right.
That's about where the headliner would go up on their own shows. Like
Right.
About where the third comic goes up.
Do you ever think about like who's before and after you, and like you're like what do they strategize here? Like, am I worse than this guy or am I better than this guy? Do you ever think about that?
Oh. Yeah, I guess I think about that sometimes, but
I used to think about it way more. But
I think in New York,
sure.
especially though,
Yeah.
a lot of it is just like logistics and schedule.
Right, who's like coming?
Who needs to go? Who needs to leave? Because when I got here, I was being put at the end of every show. I was like, oh, these guys think I'm a real headliner.
Yeah.
No, the only reason was because all the other comics had other shows they had to do.
The pro comics.
I was the only motherfucker who had nothing going on. So I was like, this guy could sit around, do nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really
when I first
funny.
came here, I was like, damn, bro,
I'm a headliner.
like the headliner, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I used to think about it a lot.
Yeah. But no, I had a good set. It was
nice.
Yeah, everybody else was on the show was very good.
Nice.
So I was kind of intimidated.
Right.
But it kind of showed me that I can hang with the big boys.
My favorite is when you're on a show with like people who have way more followers than you, but you do way better than everyone.
Yeah.
That's the best. Only happened to me a few times, but I'm like, dude, this is followers don't mean anything.
My favorite spot on the show, whenever I feel the best whenever I have a set and it sort of elevates the momentum of the show.
It like opens up the audience. Yeah.
Like the show is good and then you have a good set and then it becomes great.
Even better.
You get there's
you
like a
tell.
contrast in your set. You're like, oh,
love it.
The show was one way, then I got on stage and now the show is another way.
So good.
That feels really good.
That's great.
Or like whenever a show's bad,
right,
and then you bring it up to good.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've done both. I've tanked shows. I've tanked a lot of shows, and I've also opened up shows, and they both feel amazing.
Yeah.
They're both good. That's funny. Glad it went well. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Last week I had a good run last week.
Nice.
It was like I did a bunch of venues that I wanted to do when I first moved to New York.
Right.
Like, right in a row.
Right.
I did QED, Union Hall,
nice,
New York Comedy Club, and then I guess like Sugar Mouse, which was actually also a very good show.
Right.
But it was just like, oh wow, I'm actually doing it. Yeah, it kind of snuck up on me.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's as if work pays off in a way. Hustling.
I just love being perceived.
You know what? I would like to know how hot I am every single day of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear my little blunder? It's not really a blunder, but it pisses me off a little bit.
Yeah.
You're
like a touchy guy.
That's what
I've learned about you over
no.
71 episodes.
This guy, he's making up excuses.
What microaggression did he do?
No microaggression. You're gonna be no. You're gonna be on my side.
Okay.
There's a guy on my soccer team that I've been trying to race in a foot race. He keeps giving me excuses every single time. I'm like, first time. It's only been like 3 times, but I was like, first time I was like, Robert, his name is Robert. I was like, Robert, I think I'm faster than you. And he looked at me in the eyes and he goes, you're not faster than me. And I go, let's race right now. And he's like, no, I just took off my cleats. And I was like, we can put them back on. He's like, no. I'm like tired. Like, well, I know I'm faster than you. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm fast. He was so serious.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's race. He goes, no. We'll do it. We'll do it another time.
Because you love objectivity. You want to know.
I just think it's kind of fun to challenge someone to a race, especially this, like knowing this, like I knew he would react like this because he's he's very touchy. He is more touchy and sensitive than I am, I feel like. But and I like messing. Messing with him, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, we'll do it next. Well, I'll ask you next time. And then the next time happens, I'm like, hey, our cleats are still on. Let's race. He goes, I played harder than you, because it was after our game. He was like, I played harder than you.
Wow.
And I was like, you're making a lot of excuses, man. You're making a lot of excuses.
This is the same dilemma as the rate your hotness thing. Is he doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
He's afraid of knowing.
He's afraid that I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I know he's like, we will race before the season's over. And I know I'm faster than you. And I'm like, let's do it. Fucking, like, I'm ready. You let me know.
But you are confident.
I don't know if I would beat him. I just think it'd be fun to
race.
I just think it's fun to talk shit about.
I've seen you run.
You're
fast.
I think I'm pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think we're either gonna be about the same or I'm like a little bit faster than him.
Because he does the distance. If length of the soccer field.
Probably like the short length of a soccer field. So the sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're like there and back, or
like
just
like 100 meters.
Okay.
Like a sprint.
Yeah.
But I think I could beat him in. I think
you could beat him in both.
I think I can maybe beat him in
because
both.
You're gonna have to do both.
I would love to do
because
both.
If you win the first one, he's like, oh well, we gotta do the long side.
Here's the thing about me: I love foot race. I love sprinting. I love racing. I just think it's fun.
You've actually changed my mind on flat feet.
What do you mean?
Because I thought flat-footed people would be slow, but I've seen you run. No. You're pretty fast.
I think there's like studies that show that flat feet are or a lot of sprinters are flat-footed because they can get more.
Push,
they can get more like surface area to like push off of or something, some bullshit like that. I don't know if that's true, but I think he's afraid, and I want to put on record that he's afraid. And I don't know if I'll beat him. I think I can get close or beat him by a little bit.
You're going to destroy him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's fun to talk shit about that, though. It's like, dude, I'm faster than you. And he's like, you're not fast. He was getting, like, pissed, and I was eating it up. I was loving it. Damn. But I'm like, dude, what's up with all these excuses? Like, come on, let's race. You think you're so confident that you're going to beat me. Let's do it.
Who do you think the fastest Asian comic is in New York?
I think I'm up there.
You'd probably be up there.
I think I'm up there.
You know who's surprisingly fast?
Who?
Misha.
He's like surprisingly very fit, actually. Have you seen him run?
Yeah, we used to go to the track. Me, him, and Antrit, and we would like work out outside. What? And he was like surprisingly fast. Yeah.
He got like really ripped when he lived with me.
Right. Oh, that was when he lived with you.
Yeah.
He got really ripped.
But I will tell you this. I've also played soccer with him. That dude could not play soccer. He is not a soccer player.
Not very like coordinated.
Yeah. Sometimes you see people and you're like, yeah, this is not the sport for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he seemed to have fun, so that's all that matters.
Wait, who was better at soccer, me or Misha?
You know the answer to that.
I scored a goal.
I know. I see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you thought correct. You thought correct. But how funny is that? This guy will not race me. You seem like you're on his side a little bit. You seem to get it.
What do you mean?
Like you're not like 100% like, man.
No, he's an adult. Just fucking do the race. Like,
yes.
What does it matter if you're slower than another adult?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's why I think it's so funny because he won't do it, and I'm like, let's just do it.
You should kick him off the team. Like that's not the mentality that you want as
for
a
teammate. Winner.
Yeah. It's like this guy. He's mentally weak.
Right.
He doesn't have like competitive spirit.
I hope he listens.
He's afraid of himself.
I really hope he listens. I really hope he listens. He goes, let's fucking race. That's why I brought it up. Because I'm like, let's fucking do it, dude.
Well, now he especially won't want to do it because he knows we're going to talk about it on the podcast. So now there's stakes.
But if he's so confident, then it doesn't matter, right? The stakes are, in his mind, there are no stakes because he for sure will beat me. Or maybe he's just saying that to mess with me.
What's his build?
He's a pretty fit guy.
Like, how tall is he though?
He's about my height.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's definitely he's like more muscular than me. But that's
not really what racing.
Running,
yeah, it's not always great for racing.
A little top heavy.
A little top heavy. Yeah. Well, you guys should put something on the line. You guys should bet on it.
Like what? Money? Get into gambling?
No, something more interesting.
What's more interesting than money?
I don't know. It should just keep continuing. It's like once you beat him in a race, then the winner gets to pick the next challenge. And you guys just keep competing until you both die. And you're evenly matched because you both have similar builds.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
how much
similar skill sets. You both love soccer.
Yeah, we need you back on the field, buddy.
I'm good.
You don't want to play? You're done playing? You had such a good time last time, though.
Yeah, but I felt like I was dragging the team down.
No, you're just saying that. You scored a goal. What are you talking about?
I did score a goal, right? I'm not misremembering that?
Yeah, you scored a goal. I remember you were so pumped about it.
Yeah, you're right.
What do you mean? Do you not remember?
Oh, you're right. That was the greatest day of my life.
Yeah, you're like, this is so fun. I'm going to do it again. I'm like, that's awesome. And now you're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Got to get you back on the pitch.
Scored a goal first game. Granted, it was a bunch of alcoholic stand-up comedians, but I did it.
Oh, fastest Asia. I think Entreat's pretty. Entreat probably is pretty fast.
Entreat was so slow.
Really? Sorry, buddy.
So slow
Sorry,
and
buddy.
like gassed.
He's a listener of the pod. Sorry, buddy.
But it's probably like he strikes me as somebody who's like surprisingly strong.
Yeah, he's got a strong build.
I bet Cooper Kim's really fast.
Oh, he is very fast. I played soccer with him. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, he seems like very wiry.
He's very fast. Very good at soccer as well.
Yeah. How's Terry?
At soccer? He's all right.
What's his speed?
Very kind of a ripped dude. I don't know. He's not like the fastest. He's not slow though. I don't think he's slow.
Okay.
Yeah. Who else? Dan Yang. He plays a lot of ball.
Yeah, but he seems like he's got a strong base.
I bet like Alvin Kawhi is really fast.
Oh yeah, you're right. Alvin Kawhi's probably fast as fuck.
we should get him on the pod and then foot race after.
Maybe Pong's probably pretty fast.
Yeah, these guys are at the peak of fitness in terms of Asian comics that we know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ronnie Chang.
Punk's not like explosive though.
Explosive. I like that.
He's not. Yeah, he's not like explosive. Like
He's so chill.
He's just got like got endurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've broken down the bodies of every Asian comic.
I think.
I don't think Ronnie's that fast.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me. I played pickleball with him
Yeah.
one time. He's actually not very good.
I would like to foot race everybody. Do you want to?
Let's just get all the Asians, and then we'll do one race or like a tournament on the track.
Yeah.
Just to see. I don't think I definitely know I'm not the fastest, but I think I could maybe crack like
top 10,
top 5,
maybe.
maybe.
Only one way to find out.
Let's see. Who do I think would be faster than me? Alvin. Maybe Misha, depending on where we are, like at our fitness level.
Oh, they meant like physically, like where we are. Water based.
I think I've seen you run. I think you're faster than me.
Really?
Like when
That's so
we
nice of
kick
you.
the ball around, you seem pretty fast.
I do feel fast. I feel like I've always been.
Cooper seems pretty fast. I think I could be 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got only one way to find out.
But I think if I trained, I think I can get up to like 3 or 4.
3, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't. This guy, Robert, he goes to the gym all the time.
It doesn't matter.
I know. You got to train like a specific way.
Yeah.
You're
It's
right,
like
you're
technique and form. Yeah.
You're right.
My girlfriend saw me Naruto run. She said I look pretty fast.
I mean, that's the fastest way to run. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Why did you see you Naruto run?
Because sometimes I do this thing where we're walking, I'll just take off.
It's pretty funny.
Just take off.
I think
and
like
Naruto
after
run.
sex, you Naruto run out there. See you later.
I'll get a towel.
Clone Jitsu. All these clones on your stomach.
Yeah, I just poof, I
Sorry.
disappear. A log drops out of the smoke onto her chest.
Oh man. Anyway, we're about to wrap it up. Any other thoughts on this week? World War III is coming. It's gonna be sick. I'm going to Chicago. If you're a Chicago,
You know what?
friend.
World War III is coming, and we'll probably be completely unaffected.
Yeah, probably.
Prices might go up
A little bit, yeah.
That's probably about it.
But like United States, we're pretty protected. Do we have an Iron Dome? Probably, right?
Well, Trump's gonna build our Golden Dome.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know. Just what he calls it.
Really? What
Golden
is
Dome? He wants to build it.
Golden Dome?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Any other thoughts on your head?
That's it. I ran out of thoughts like 30 minutes ago.
Classic
Mike Wen, you think
blunderbuss.
Mike Wen's fast?
He's old. He's an old man.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh no, we talked about this. This is what me and Mike. He said he was. He's getting to the age where he doesn't have that sprint. He doesn't have that extra oomph
Yeah.
anymore.
Like the guy a lot though, but
He got very existential.
Oh, when I
all
left?
conversations get with Mike.
that Saturday.
Yeah, like after you left, we started talking about real shit.
Oh, Friday.
We're like,
I
now that the children's gone,
damn, I should have
it's adult
stuck
talk.
around.
It was
I
me,
love.
Ben, and Mike, and we had a very 40-year-old talk.
Well, that's fun. Glad I left, dude. Sounds like I missed out on a lot. Anyway, thanks for listening. Catch you guys on the next one. Love ya.